So in this video, it's gonna be let's talk about food, baby. So what's new? Sims 4 Delivery Express has delivered to us Brazilian and East Asian recipes in the base game, and yes, it's free. We get all the new food for free. I'm overly excited over these updates because I love food obviously, and I personally have the foodie personality trait in me. So it definitely adds more fun to the gameplay. So today I'm gonna have my Chinese chef here, Mr. Chen, the famous Michelin star chef and restaurant owner of Shaoxing Jade Palace, to try out all the new recipes with us and also to add the new Chinese food into the Chinese restaurant menu. So the first dish we're gonna try today is Japchae. Oh my god, I really love Japchae so much. It's one of my favorite dish. And I'm really sorry for that. I really appreciate the detailed description that the Sims team given to us, and we ourselves get to learn the dishes and food from other cultures. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, EA. And okay, back to Japchae. Yes, I love it so much. It is like the dish that I always order whenever I go to a Korean restaurant. This Korean dish, it's actually made with sweet potato glass noodle and stir fried with vegetables, and sometimes you can add beef, pork or chicken and to eat together with it. So this is my favorite Korean dish, and I definitely have to order it all the time. And do you know that this is actually eaten as a side dish and not a main dish? So all this while I've been eating it wrongly. So I always order a japchae. It's quite a big portion, so I thought it's for one person. So I have it all for myself. So then usually we'll eat it over like Korean barbecue and all that. So I'll be eating my japchae and the Korean barbecue as my side. So one day, a Korean friend of mine was telling me, this is not to be eaten as a main dish, but you actually eat the Korean barbecue, it's your main dish, and then japchae is actually your side dish. So I was like, no, and there I was like, happily eating my japchae, like, this is a side dish. So yeah, I actually ate it as a main dish, but I think I'm still gonna eat it as a main dish because it's too good and I do not want to share. So all japchae for myself. Okay, we move on, and now we have the next one. We have rice cake, also known as Nian. It literally translates to mean as year cake. Rice cake is actually made of glutinous rice flour, and you can see it everywhere during Chinese New Year. So we just celebrated Chinese New Year recently. It's on the 1st of February, and yes, I've seen a lot of it, but honestly, I'm not really a big fan of Nian year cake. I don't know. I had it when I was really little, so I do not like it when I was young. So I'm not sure. I might like it now because I noticed there's a lot of food that I do not like it when I was young, but now I changed my mind. It's like tofu. I used to not like it. I actually hated tofu, but now I'm a fan of tofu. So I don't know. I could be wrong, and my taste bud could have changed and I would have liked rice cake now, so I don't know. But I still find it very cute and thoughtful that the Sims team actually incorporated rice cake into the game, and it makes it more meaningful that this rice cake is actually given to us during Chinese New Year. Big shout outs to the Sims team, thank you very much. It is really meaningful. Okay, so moving on, we're going to look into Brazilian food. And I have to be honest with you guys, I've never tried any Brazilian food before. In fact, I don't think it's easy to get it anywhere here in Southeast Asia. So I've never tried any, and I've never actually seen before. So everything is really new. I was having so much fun googling, doing research, and find out how is it made, and I get to learn so much. So first here we have the traditional Brazilian cheese bread known as pão de queijo. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm very sorry, and please forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrongly. And honestly, it looks so good, and sadly I can only read about it. Yes, read about it. Okay, it says here it's lightly crunchy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside, and has a cheese flavor that just hugs your mouth. Oh my god, this makes me want to go to Brazil so badly and just try it out. I'm so jealous of my Sims now. See, they can actually eat lots and lots of pão de queijo, and I'm just sitting here watching them eating it. Okay, moving on. Next we have here, I think it's pronounced as Brigadeiro. And you can see here it is made of condensed milk, cocoa powder, butter, and chocolate sprinkles. Oh my god. Condensed milk, cocoa butter, cocoa butter, condensed milk, cocoa powder, butter, and chocolate sprinkles. This just sounds heavenly. And all the good stuff made into this one ball of dessert, and then you put this in your mouth. Oh my god. Condensed milk. I love condensed milk so much. But who doesn't love condensed milk, right? Oh, I don't think I can do this video anymore. It's torturing me inside. Like my mind and stomach is screaming and says, you have to try it. But I can't. I do not have it. And oh, I found a picture of Brigadeiro cake. Like say, I'm just gonna put it here, and then we can feast this together with our eyes. And only our eyes. So the next dish that we have is Tteokguk, a Korean dish made of rice cake and is put in clear beef soup or clear soup. So honestly, I've never tried Tteokguk before, but I do love the snack. The Korean snack is called spicy tteokguk. It's a really well-known, famous Korean snack. This Tteokguk is actually, you know, the spicy tteokbokki, that thingy, the white rice cake. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. The spicy rice cake, spicy tteokbokki, and then the rice cake is actually the same, but it was cooked differently. So for Tteokguk, the rice cake was used to cut in slices and then put in clear soup. So whereas the spicy tteokbokki was I think it's fried and then put it with spicy sauce, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, it's more the main thing, the rice cake is the same. So Tteokguk is actually it's a dish eaten during the celebration of Korean New Year. So the Korean New Year and the Chinese New Year falls on the same day, and they both celebrate the start of the Lunar New Year. It's really beautiful to see both culture, the Chinese and the Korean cultures, actually share so many similarities, but they are very different at the same time. Just like both eat rice cake on the first day of the New Year, but the way they prepare the rice cake is very, very different. So the next dish that the same team give us is Galbi-jjim, also known as braised beef short ribs. This is a special Korean dish and is typically served during the Korean New Year as well. I really appreciate all the dishes are given to us at the start of the Lunar New Year, and so our teams get to celebrate it together with us. And honestly, I've never tried Galbi-jjim before, so this is new to me as well. Most of the Korean restaurants here, they serve the typical Korean barbecue, bibimbap, and Japchae. There's a lot of other dishes, Korean dishes that I've yet to try. So I'm gonna put this in my Galbi-jjim. It looks good. I am really, really happy to see all these dishes here, and I couldn't be happier for the Sims team to add minced pork noodle. This is what I eat most of the time, and it is really everywhere. In fact, I even have a shop selling pork noodle downstairs, like right below my apartment. So it's really easy to make, and you can never go wrong with minced pork noodle. You can go with soup or dry noodle, and this is definitely a dish that I'm gonna add in my Chinese restaurant here. And next on the list is Acaraje. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Again, I can only learn about this dish through Google, and I really hope one day I get to travel to Brazil and try all this delicious food. So now I can only enjoy it through my Sims. And look at these pictures, look at them, they look so good. It is made of black eye beans dough and fried. Oh my god, I love fried food. Who doesn't love fried food? And then it's split into half, and then you stuff it with shrimps. Oh my god, look at this, it's so good. And look at him enjoying his Acaraje. And next we have steamed fish. Now this is something that's very easy to make, and I often make it at home. It is really easy. You can eat it with any type of sauce that you want, and mostly we eat it with soy sauce. Like you just steam the fish, and once it's done, you just pour soy sauce over it. Sadly, there's a glitch here, and it seems that my Sims couldn't be making any steamed fish. I really don't know what the problem is, and so we only have raw fish on pan. So alright, it's okay, never mind, moving on. Probably they will patch it up for the next update or something. So the last dish that we have here is the Brazilian Churrasco, also known as grilled meat. For this, you will need to get a barbecue grill to make this dish. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. I wish I have a barbecue grill to grill here, but I'm living in an apartment, so that makes barbecue really difficult. I want to stress again how happy I am with this update, and I really appreciate the Asian representation and the new Asian dishes given to us, and they are all spot on. I'm definitely gonna add these dishes to the Chinese restaurant, such as the Nian and minced pork noodle, and I'm not gonna add the steamed fish here yet because there's some glitch, and we already have so much headache trying to get the restaurant to move in the Sims Dine Out. Like, everything is just so slow, so I'm not gonna add the steamed fish yet because then my chef will take forever to cook a dish. Making this video makes me really crave for Korean food, so I actually tried making Korean fried chicken today. I do not have many ingredients with me, so I get whatever I can find at home. And here it is, my first attempt in Korean fried chicken. It is Korean soy sauce honey garlic fried chicken. Yes, looks good. So yes, it tastes good as well. I'm not praising my own food, but it is fine. I'm actually happy with the result here. So yeah, although they do not have Korean fried chicken in the game, but this is the only Korean food that I can make at home right now. There are lots of other food that I couldn't make because I have running out of grocery. I need this time for me to go do some grocery. So this is what I made today. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the end of this video. I hope you had fun discovering Sims new dishes with me, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to, not that I'm forcing you, but if you like it, you can maybe subscribe to me for more Sims content in the future. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.